Hello, 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 my tea drops and tea sippers. How is everyone doing tonight? I told y'all I was coming back. I know y'all thought I was 5 minutes late and y'all thought I wasn't going to come, but here I am. Here I am. Here I am. So we're going to have some good things to talk about tonight. Let's go be just having conversations about different stuff. These phones are getting on my nerves. Um, we're going to be talking about some different things here that's been going on in these YouTube streets. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to talk about it. Baby, y'all know CLARESSA is over here jumping in people DMs, the content creators who are talking about her. She is jumping in their DMs, cussing them out. She was over there, and I think, what's her name? My Sweet? She's a good content creator too. She then jumped in that lady DM. Also, she's then jumped in another man's DM, talking about why y'all talking about me, this and that. You can tell she's slow. She's slow. Well, if you wouldn't put your business out here, honey, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. Just because you jump in our DM, that's not gonna stop us from talking about you, honey. You letting us get to you like that, girl? Yes, honey, she jumping in people DMs, talking crazy. Yep, and they said they're gonna keep talking about her now. So yeah, girl, she crashing out. All the content creators who talking about her, she jumping in their DM. But I'm gonna keep talking about her. Maybe she'll get some sense. Maybe she'll wake up. Also, we want to talk about MEDECCEES too for a minute here. He wants to see Funky Dineva. He said he got some words for Funky Dineva because Funky Dineva done lied on him. He said everything that Funky Dineva said about him and Tamar is not true. Okay. You and him need to work it out. But I think Funky Dineva has not been on this internet because y'all know he had to have that surgery. So I don't think he's been on the internet here. I don't think he's been feeling well since he had that surgery for, his condition. But we wish him well. We wish him all the best. We don't wish him no ill will or anything like that. But I feel good, guys. I'm so excited about going into this new year with God's will. And I hope that everybody has a plan for New Year's for themselves about what they're going to do, what they're hoping to accomplish, going into 2026. So I got big plans for myself with God's will. So let me see who we got in the building. Hello, Lorcy Jones, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Carol. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Sonia, my mod and my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Mary Langley. Hello, Audrey. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Sheila. Let me see here. Hello, Mary. You found the cut water at Publix? Okay. What kind did you get, Sheila? What kind did you get at Publix? I wish we had a Publix here in Wisconsin. We don't. So, when we went to Atlanta, we went to a Publix, but I had stayed in the car because I was doing something. But I would have wanted to go in Publix. I want to go in a Publix, so hopefully I can go in there when I go out of town. Let me know what flavor you got, Sheila. Let's see here. You excited about 2026, Audrey? Yes, I am excited about 2026. I'm just trying to get some things going here that I want to accomplish. I think I'm going to go to a vision board party. I think it is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's tomorrow, the vision board party. I think so. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think I think the vision board party is I think it's tomorrow. I think so. I'm gonna try to do something with my kids before they go back to school. I might just go and get us a little cabin or something, or let them pick out where they want to go. Like a different, like up at we have the Wisconsin Dells here. It's an amusement park. Well, it's a water park, I would say, but they still have things that you can do there in the winter, and they really like that. So I just might just take them up there before my son gets ready to go back to school. I might do that. I might I might do that. So I might be doing that. Hopefully. Hello, follow me back. Hello, Carol and that's my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. You guys know we gotta wait for the 10-minute mark. But guys, yeah. So Clarissa's jumping in people DMs, crashing out for whatever reason. So we talked about her earlier, but Mendeecces and Yandy, they're going at it on the internet. They're going back and forth on the internet, guys. This is not good, and they got kids. Now I thought Mendeecces was going to keep it cute or keep it on mute. Okay, you said that you really didn't want to come out here and say nothing because y'all haven't told your kids. But I'm sure your kids be all over the internet so they know. It looks like y'all spent Christmas together. From what we've seen, you and Yandy them and the kids is opening up gifts. That's what I see. That's what I see. But um maybe that was y'all arrangement or something like that because y'all Yandy looked it happy. So I'm thinking Yandy was blindsided by this stuff that Mendeecces is doing because I don't think there would be no way that she would have stayed in her house with him, opened up gifts with the kids and stuff, looked it happy, and this man going all out all out here on these different radio station podcasts, blasting their business like that. So maybe she didn't know, guys. Maybe she didn't know. So we're gonna get into that. Also, we're gonna get into Porsha Williams and SHAMEA. We're gonna get into that as well. Also, they almost had some hands getting thrown, and guys, they too old for that. They got kids. They too old. If it get to that point that y'all got to, throw hands, y'all need to, not even be in the same room because then it got that bad. It's just too much. It's too much. Also, guys, I was over here earlier listening to Tasha K. She got the recording. She was over there still talking to Mandy, the side dude. And some interesting stuff that he was saying that you can tell that he's a clout chaser. And guys, how do you determine, how do these women determine if these men are really into them, or are they just into the fame or they popularity, or they, after you for clout? Which one is it? Because I don't think that dude, that man that Yandy was messing with, what was his reason for coming out talking to Tasha K in these blogs about their business? What was the reason? We didn't know that man. That man was way over there in Ghana and in London. So, but he said the reason that he came forward was because Brian, which was Yandy's best friend, started talking about him. Even if he was talking about you, we still didn't know you. You could have just stayed, in the background. But see, again, you know how this is how you know people are coming out or using you for clout, because that man didn't have to say nothing. He could have just stayed where he was at in Ghana. But we're going to get into that. What else we talking about? We still might be talking about a little bit about CLARESSA, because she is one that keeps on giving and giving, baby. She keeps on giving and giving. But, she's good for content, though. She is good for our content. Oh, Sheila, you been to Green Bay? Your son played for the Green Bay Packers? Okay, cheesehead. I'm a cheesehead, y'all. Y'all know that's our team here in Wisconsin, the Green Bay Packers. So I am a cheesehead. Oh, we got another Sheila in here. Hello. Hello, Thelma, my tea sipper. Guys, me and my sister, my cousin, was talking about this. A lot of these men out here right now are softer than tissue. They some sassy ass men out here now. They act like women. They gossip, pillow talk. They act like some damn women. As y'all come in, guys, hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. All right, guys. Let me get myself together here. Let me come on camera so y'all can see me. Welcome to Drop the Tea, my live, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over. As you come in, hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. So we're going to have a good time over here tonight, guys. I'm excited about 2026, what it has to offer here. I'm excited. Let me put some on my soup coolers, y'all. Because I was taking a little nap before I got on live, because I've been really trying to come on my lives and come on YouTube a lot, so I can build up my channel. So I have really been pushing. So this is what I'm going to do all year going up into 2026. Okay, guys. So we're going to be talking about a couple of things here. We got 27 likes and 33 in the chat. Let's get those likes up. Hey, my sweet. Hello. All right, guys. So let's start off with Porsha and SHAMEA, guys. Now, we all watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, guys. I have no problem with SHAMEA. The only thing is she is still trying to prove to us that she's that girl. She is not that girl. Porsha is that girl. She keeps trying to come on Rhoa and take Porsha's place, and she can't do it. It's not happening. It is not happening. So I'm curious to see what this alleged altercation was about. Allegedly, I want to see what it was about. But they said Drew had to break them up. Drew had to come between them. So I'm trying to figure out, what were they fighting or arguing? Well, allegedly trying to fight. Let's say that. Okay, so I wonder what that was about. But let me get my housekeeping out the way before I forget that all things said are alleged, and in my very own opinion is for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to the music or any clips that you may see. Fair use. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 There is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research and learning. Fair use is on the screen. So let's get into this clip, this thing here. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's get into what's going on with SHAMEA and them and Porsha. Wait a minute. Let me see. Wait, guys, I have to do something. Okay, wait a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me take care of something here. I told y'all I got menopause brain. Okay, there we go. I want to take care of that. I try to take care of my people when I say I'm going to do something. Wait a minute. Okay, Sonia, I'm going to look at that in a minute. I got that with you, Sonia. I'm going to look at that in a second. Give me just a second here. There is. Give me 1 second here. Let me bring this up here. Give me 1 second. Now, guys, who do you think started this this alleged fight? Do you think it was Porsha or do you think it was SHAMEA? Do you think it was Porsha or SHAMEA that started? I'm going to say SHAMEA. I'm going to say it was SHAMEA that started it. I'm just going to go on a limb and say it was SHAMEA who started it. Let me know in the chat who y'all think it was. Let me know who y'all think it was. I'm thinking it's SHAMEA, guys. I think SHAMEA started this because she want us so bad to like her over Porsha, and that's not gonna happen. So I think it was SHAMEA who started it. I really do. I don't think Porsha started. Porsha been really trying to control herself, so I'm gonna say it was SHAMEA. So let me put this up here. Let me put this up here. Let me put this up here, guys. I think it. Who do y'all think started it? Do you think it was SHAMEA or Porsha who started it? Let me know what y'all think. So Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams and SHAMEA Morton almost came to blows during their cast trip in Scotland, but Drew Sidora broke it up. This is not very classy of these ladies. So it says here, my sources down in the A told me that during their cast trip in Scotland, Porsha and SHAMEA got into a heated, nasty old argument. And it got to the point where the two almost put the paws on each other. But Juiceadora stepped in the middle before. Did she say before laces went flying, baddie style? Baby, people are saying, where is the season 17 trailer? Because they want to see this. They want to see this. So I know they're not going to show them. Well, they don't show us too much, but I think they're gonna show them arguing and, you know, Juiceadora getting in the middle of them. I don't think they're gonna, if they were trying to hit each other, I don't think they're gonna show it. I don't. Hello, Deborah, my tea sipper. Wait a minute. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hello, my sweet. Okay, so you said Porsha got tired of SHAMEA. But guys, I just don't know. These are grown women. You know, SHAMEA got a husband and thing. This doesn't look good, for them as businesswomen, them fighting and stuff like that. That make people not want to work with you because they think that you're hostile. And they figure that you guys, people could settle things in a different way instead of trying to fight each other. So I don't know why SHAMEA and Porsha don't stay away from each other. If it's getting this bad. But guys, sometimes, they've been friends for a long, 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 long time. They have. And for it to get to this right here, that's telling. That is telling for their friendship to get here where they're almost about to put hands on each other. I'm trying to figure out what was said to make them get to this point. Now, I know some of y'all in the chat said you think SHAMEA was taunting Porsha. Hello, Deborah, my tea sipper. Let's see. You said you think Rhoa is phony? Okay. Okay, Sheila, you said it's SHAMEA. Okay. Okay, Sonia says SHAMEA. Deborah says SHAMEA. Mary says SHAMEA. Okay, you said you haven't seen any of this with Porsha and other dingbats. Okay. Hey, Charnel Monet, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. You said SHAMEA knows how to trick Porsha. Okay. Sheila, I was trying to see, what did you say? What flavor did you say you got? What flavor of cup water did you get? Hello, Thelma, my tea sipper. Hello, Care Bear. Hello, hello, hello. You got the strawberry margarita? Okay. Let me know how you like it. Okay, I think I said hi to everybody. And as you guys come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Also, you guys, if you want to support the channel, you know how to do that as well. If you guys want me to do a giveaway, let me know in the chat. 32 shots supposed to be done with my other ties. My other ties here this week. Guys, don't be mad at me. I went to go mail y'all ties today, and the post office is closed. But I'm gonna get back out here tomorrow. I'm between me getting my New Year's stuff going. So y'all will be getting those, okay? And then once 32 shots sends me, well, I'll go pick up my other ones for 32 shots, then I will do a giveaway with those. But I will just be doing Drop the Tea giveaways, BravoCon giveaway stuff, and 7th Avenue Beauty stuff as well for the giveaways until I go get my ties from 32 shots. And then I have to take her my jacket so she can make me a Drop the Tea jump jacket as well. A season wrapped in October. I find it strange. This info is just coming out now. That is strange. You know how people start talking. You know how people start talking, y'all. Now, did they say they was bringing some new people on the show? But I'm not, I didn't hear that they were going to bring any new people. But I did hear that NeNe is going to do the girls trip and that they supposed to be, there is talks of NeNe getting some type of spinoff. Have y'all heard that? Because everybody won't need it to come back. So I did hear that it's talks on her getting some type of spinoff. But shit, I want her back on the damn show. She can get her spinoff too, but I want her back on the show. And then people are saying that Porsha, you know, with her lady friend, they said that she's just doing that for the show, so that she'll have a storyline. I don't think that. I think Porsha really likes Sway, so I don't think she's doing it for the show. I think she really likes her because I've never seen Porsha cook no meal for nobody, but she cooked a meal for Sway, so I think she likes her. You know. So, if Porsha's happy with her and Sway makes her happy, go for it. Go for it. I don't knock nobody of what they do. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. So, people are saying that she's just doing that so she can have a storyline and have something for people to talk about. But I don't feel that way. I think she likes her though. I think Porsha really likes her. What do y'all think? Y'all think Porsha really likes Sway? When I went to go drop it off, our post office closed at 5 o'clock here, my sweet. Not closed like closed. Our post office closes at 5 o'clock. Hello, Ophelia. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, guys. So I will be watching Rhoa this season, and y'all know me, Sassy T, and Tea Talk with your girl. We will be reviewing Rhoa as well, and we're trying to see what other shows that we want to review, so we can, come on Wednesday nights a little bit more, and just not come on to review Rhoa, but to review some other shows. Saya, I still did not get to watch what is it called, Flav? I still not get to watch that yet. I'll be so busy. I did not get to watch that yet, but I'm going to watch it. And there's a lot of other movies that I do want to watch as well. I just don't have time because I'll be too busy on YouTube and too busy on Instagram looking for content and stuff. So I'll be really, really, really busy. But I'm going to watch that. I'm still behind on Beyond the Gates. I'm behind on that because I know that Anita found out she has breast cancer. So I know that. So I'm behind on that. So I got to see what's going on with that. No, I'm talking about I've never seen her cook for like her person that she's dating. That's what I'm saying. I never seen her cook for anybody that she's dating, just or her husband. I've never seen her cook for them. Just me. Now I could Be wrong, but I'm saying I have never seen her cook anything. Okay, not saying that Porsha can't cook. I'm just saying I've never seen her cook anything. That's all. That's all I am saying, my sweet. I've never seen her cook anything for people that she's dating. That's all. Okay, let's get into a little bit of Yandy and Mendeecces here, guys. They for the start going back and forth on this internet. I know they are. So let's get into this. Mendeecces responds after Yandy disses him. Are you done talking for exposing their fake marriage? So
been vibing and chilling and floating around, and you mad? You mad at my chilling? You mad at? How are you mad that my single looks more fun than your single? You the one I want to be single first. I don't even know how to be single for real. I'm just over here having fun.
She said, "Are you done?
We're vibing and chilling and floating around.
What
you mad?
Are you done?
How you mad at my chilling? You mad at?
Done. This is what.
How are you mad that my single looks more fun than your single? You the one I want to be single first. I don't even know how to be single for real. I'm just over here having fun. I'm just over here doing shit. We're vibing and chilling and floating around, and you mad? How you mad at my chilling? You mad at? How are you mad that my single looks more fun than?
So I don't get this. I don't think Yandy dissed him. I don't. She just saying what she feel. The tension is still thick. Mendeecces responds after Yandy Smith threw shade, and he's not holding back. So some people are here for it. People said 18 Yandy on this. She kept her mouth closed even after the breakup. She held him and the kids down. She wasn't perfect, but she didn't pillow talk. I agree with that. Yandy hasn't been out here pillow talking. It's Mendeecces. Mendeecces with Tamar. Mendeecces on all these podcasts. So I told y'all these men act like a woman now. They so soft. They got to go out here and talk about the woman. Okay, if it's over, fine. Let's leave it at that. But what are you doing a tour for? What are you touring for, Mendeecces? Telling everybody, okay, we was not married. Okay. We already knew that. We already knew that Yandy was not going to sign no motherfucking papers and give you half of her money. We already knew that. And I think that's what you mad about. That's what you salty about, Mendeecces, because you mad because Yandy would not sign on the dotted line. What you want her to be like, Candy? You want her to be in court where you could take half of her shit? Yandy said, think again, sir. That's what you mad about because I caught what you said. You said you understood why Yandy didn't marry you when you went to jail because of your restitution. But then y'all went to Ghana over there and got married a second time, you said, and she still wouldn't sign the papers. That's what the fuck you salty about. You wanted to take half of Yandy's shit. That's what you wanted. I'm not, baby. He wanted half of Yandy's shit. He thought he had Yandy digmatized, baby. That's what he thought. He thought that he could digmatize Yandy and take half of her shit in a divorce. Now imagine if Yandy would have married this man. Yandy would be in court just like Candy is, fighting for her life, fighting for her fucking life, trying to keep her shit. And I think Yandy felt something. Twice she wouldn't sign the paper. Yeah, I think Yandy felt something. I think Yandy really felt something like, something ain't right. Something is definitely not right here. And I think that's why Yandy didn't sign them papers. That's why Yandy didn't sign those marriage license. I believe she felt like she knew Mendeecces was, playing games and cheating and shit like that. That's why she never signed them papers. I think she knew. I'm just getting this real quick. I'm getting one of this real quick. There was one downstairs on top of her. Y'all, I do apologize. That's Bella again. So I think Yandy did feel like it wasn't right. And I applaud Yandy for not going through the same shit that Candy's going through. You know, Yandy probably felt it in her gut that her and MENDEECCES probably was not going to be together that long. And that's why she went sign that marriage certificate. Yandy was smart. Yandy was smart. Now, I bet you Candy wishing she had to deal what Yandy did and not sign them that damn marriage license, or she wouldn't be going through the shit that she's going through right now with Ty. Now, Yandy can walk away scot-free. Don't have to go to court. Don't have to get nobody half. But guys, let me just say this here. This is my theory. I think MENDEECCES had a plan all along. I think MENDEECCES really wasn't feeling Yandy like that. I think he got love for Yandy, but I don't think he was ever in love with her. I think he got love for Yandy. He liked Yandy. He liked what Yandy brings to the table. He liked what Yandy can do for him. He liked that Yandy is connected all up in these Atlanta streets and all up in New York. She got connects. I think his heart truly was with his second baby mama, Erica, but he had to go with Yandy for a minute to get where he's at now, to get where he at right now. And I believe that he was still messing around with his second baby mama, Erica. I believe he was still holding Erica down and told Erica, let me just get with her for a little bit and get where I need to go, and he gonna come back to her. That's what I feel, guys. That's how I feel. I feel that he had love for Yandy, but he was not in love with her. You could tell when they went on that couples retreat, when the question was asked, would you hold Yandy down if she was locked up? He said no. That right then and there, I think that's when Yandy started to break. And I think she started to realize that MENDEECCES was not her person at that time. But I think Yandy kept holding on because they was under contract with Love and Hip Hop, and also for her kids, and also to save face out here in these streets. Because my belief, I don't think Yandy was cheating on MENDEECCES while he was in jail. I think when he said that at that retreat, I think that's when Yandy started pulling away from him. But Yandy did try to do everything she could for that marriage. They were going to marriage counseling and everything. And when they were in marriage counseling, MENDEECCES was just so nonchalant. Just so nonchalant. And what his problem, his biggest thing is, he said, now let me tell y'all something. Again, these men are like little women. They acting like bitches to me. Excuse my French. Yandy didn't take care of me. Yandy was always working. That's his excuse. He said Yandy worked too much. Yandy was never at home. That's his excuse for him cheating. He said that Yandy neglected him. Now, if Yandy wasn't working and doing everything she's doing right now, they wouldn't be in the positions that they are in right now. When MENDEECCES was in jail for 7 years, Yandy held that house down with the kids, her kids and his kids. So now he out and it's a problem. You've been gone for 7 and 8 years. It's your turn to stay at home with the kids. What's wrong with that? It's your turn. It's your turn. if the shoe was on the other foot, you were out here going on trips and stuff, trying to get businesses done, and different things like that. And you were out here working. And if Yandy told you she felt neglected, would you stop? Just ask her, would you stop? No, I don't think you would. So don't try to spin this like, oh, this is Yandy's fault because you felt neglected. How about Yandy felt neglected when your ass was in jail for 8 to 10 years? How about that? And when Skylar was a baby, she didn't even know who the fuck he was when you got out of jail. How about that? How about that? These men are so low down and dirty, they use any excuse to say, oh, this why I was cheap. Because you didn't do this. You didn't make me feel wanted. You didn't make me feel loved. So we supposed to sit here and cater and baby a grown-ass man? No, you go let your mama Judy do that. I'm not doing that. You are a grown-ass man with children. If I could stay here and hold it down for 7 to 10 years while you was in jail, you can do the same thing for me. So all I'm saying, he can do the fucking same thing. But you want to run around here and cry like a little bitch. I didn't feel wanted. I didn't feel loved. She neglected me. I told y'all, these some soft ass men out here. You go anywhere, it's a fucking problem. You can't go nowhere to, to get your head together, maybe have you a little me time without there being a damn problem. It's a problem. Oh, you neglected me. Well, how the fuck what about you neglected me for 8 to 10 years while the fuck you was in jail? How about that? I tell you, these some soft ass men. They some little sassy ass men. Just saying. I don't know what's wrong with these men of today. They just so sassy now. Any little thing hurt their feelings, and they get their damn draws up in a bunch. Any little damn thing hurt their feelings and get their draws up in a damn bunch. But Yandy gonna be good. She gonna still keep thriving like she been doing, and thank God she don't have to give MENDEECCES money, because y'all know she just opened up a restaurant there in Atlanta with her 2 business partners, which are her friends. And she still got her other company going where she produces and things like that. So thank God that she don't have to give him nothing. Thank God that she don't have to give him shit. And if I was Yandy, any business that we got tied together, I would end next year. You and your woman, them ain't gonna live off me. Whatever we got together, any type of businesses, we gonna end this shit. We gonna end it. Even if we could co-parent or be in a relationship, I don't even think that's possible at this moment right now for us to even fucking co-parent. The way you done put me out here on these YouTube streets, no ma'am, no sir. I don't think it's a possibility for us to even co-parent. Well, her kids old enough anyway to, they can call and talk to MENDEECCES if they want to. She don't have to do anything. They got cell phones and tablets and shit like that, because there will be no more French. The way he clowned Yandy out here, there's no co-parenting. Sir. There's no motherfucking co-parenting. Not with me. No. There's no co-parenting. If I was Yandy, I would put his ass on child support. There would be no co-parenting. No, ma'am. I would not co-parenting with him. No, I would not do it. There's no co-parenting with MENDEECCES because he don't deserve it. And I will put his black ass on child support. I sure would. No grace, no nothing. Nothing. There's no more grace for nobody. And that's how I am right now. I'm not giving nobody no grace. No nothing. Nobody's getting shit. It's up and it's stuck. There's no more grace for nobody. Just saying. Not trying to be mean. I'm just telling y'all the truth. If I was Yandy, I wouldn't give him shit. I would put his black ass on child support. And to get your kids if you wanted them, my mama or my cousin will meet you with them. Don't even come to the house. Move your shit out. Get the fuck out. Or either I can get the fuck out. It don't make a difference. And that's it. What you communicate with your kids on the phone because they can talk, you know, they can talk on the phone. That's what you're gonna do from now on. Now, let's see how you last. Let's see. Just saying, guys, you give these ninjas an inch, they'll take a fucking mile. He's still out here talking about Yandy. Still out here talking about it like a damn dog. He would have no more grace with me. None. And I'm sorry. Now, they asking him if he was. Now, guys, they asking him, was he with Tamar? This is his response. And I think he's still lying. I don't believe Funky lying, y'all. I think he's
who knocked down Tamar teeth? Because what is happening?
No, I have no idea.
Wow. Okay, and then Funky Dineva came and alleged that you guys had this secret affair and that you were pulling.
I have no idea.
You don't know what that is at all.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and MENDEECCES had in front of me. Do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and MENDEECCES got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately.
When I see him, I ask him about that because I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make sure I get that. I get that.
Yeah. Wait. What about you and Tamar?
Nah,
what happened that night at the party?
Nothing happened.
Y'all was kissing?
You're lying. You're lying.
Y'all was kissing.
So wait, I got what they said.
I want to ask this question a little differently.
Come on.
Because y'all just hitting him with these questions. He's like, right? I think it wasn't just that Funky Dineva came out and just said these allegations. It was his level
video
of doubling down and tripling down and quadrupling down on it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him.
Because
I really can't wait to see him. I pray I bump into him because I really want to ask these questions myself. But
so he never saw y'all kissing. He y'all wasn't even like talking close. She had an earpod in, so he had to get close to make sure she hear you.
But you were single at this point. This was a few months ago.
Yeah,
it ain't like y'all was together.
I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I could do anything I wanted to. I don't have to. I just.
Oh.
At this point, answering to somebody.
Right.
But that's not the case.
So he said technically he could do what he wants to do because he said that he was not with Yandy. So technically he's correct. He is correct. But I do believe Funky Dineva with what she said. I do. I just do. I think MENDEECCES is lying. Y'all, he's lying. I think he knows. I think he was with Tamar. He's lying. Do y'all think he's lying about being with Tamar? Just look at his slow ass. You can't even hardly hear what he's saying.
Because what is happening?
No, I have no idea.
Wow.
Okay, and then Funky Dineva came and alleged that you guys had this secret affair and that you were pulling. You don't know what that is at all.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and MENDEECCES had in front of me. Do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and MENDEECCES got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately.
When I see him, I ask him about that because I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make sure I get that.
Yeah. Wait. What about you and Tamar?
Nah,
what happened that night at the party?
Nothing happened.
Y'all was kissing?
Nothing happened.
Y'all was kissing.
So wait,
I got what they said.
I want to ask this question a little differently.
Come on.
Because y'all just hit him with these questions and he's like, right? I think it wasn't just that Funky Dineva came out and just said these allegations. It was his level of doubling down and tripling down and quadrupling down on it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him. Because I really can't wait to see him. I pray I bump into him because I really want to ask these questions myself. But
so he never saw y'all kissing. Y'all wasn't even talking close. She had an ear pod in, so he had to get close to make sure she hear you.
But you were single at this point. This was a few months ago. It ain't like I was together.
I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I could do anything I wanted.
Right.
I don't have to. It's not at this point answering to somebody.
Right.
But that's not the case.
Okay. I want to know. Do you know who knocked out Tamar teeth? Because what is happening?
No, I have no idea.
Wow.
Okay, and then Funky Dineva came and alleged that.
All right, guys. How many of y'all believe that this did not happen? That he did not have a relationship. Well, I won't say in a relationship. Do y'all believe he was not messing with Tamar? Do y'all think Funky Dineva is lying? Or do y'all think MENDEECCES is lying? Put a 1 if you think MENDEECCES is lying. Put a 2 if you think he's not lying. I think that him and Tamar had something going on. I do. Moss, when you said it happened, okay. I believe it happened, y'all. But this is not over with, guys. MENDEECCES and Yandy, this is just getting started. Like the Candy and Tide situation, this is just getting started. More stuff is going to come out. I know Tasha has I know we've been getting snippets and things of that interview that Tasha did with the side dude. Tasha is now letting you have, you can rent it, the full interview for $4.99, or you can join her membership. You can rent it for $4.99, or you can join the membership to get the full interview of this gentleman that Yandy was messing around with. Now, one thing that we as women got to be smart about. Y'all believe it happened? Okay. Hello, Fanny P. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One thing, guys, it's okay. We've all been there. We've all been hurt before. We've all been played by a ninja before. It's okay. This is just a learning curve. Yandy was meant to go to this, to learn some from this. You just got to be careful. You got to find people that are evenly yoked with you. Like I told y'all, my season right now, if I got to go through some shit, even if I got to live in a fucking apartment, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I know God got bigger and better things for me. And I believe that so much in my soul, my heart, that God got something bigger and better for me. And that's why I'm okay with everything that I'm going through right now. I'm okay with it. And that's why I'm just being with my with like my girls and stuff, relaxing and just doing me. I did so much, for my family and stuff, and just always worried about my kids, my family, never about me. I'm always last. But I said, no more. I'm going to start thinking about me and doing things that make me happy. So that's where I'm at right now in my life. And with the stages that I'm going through right now, I know God got something really good waiting on me. So I'm okay with that. And that's what Yandy. This is just a lesson. This what's my lesson. Y'all know what I say. Reason or season. A lesson or a blessing. Lesson for me. And a reason for me. Those are my two that I take away from those two things. So that's okay. Yandy, you're going to be all right. You're going to be good. But the thing that you got to make sure that you're wiser the next time, because that would alarm me that a complete stranger walk up to me or call me by name. Yandy said that dude. Well, he said it. I won't say Yandy because Yandy has not confirmed anything. But what he said, that dude that's from Ghana. I'm sorry, Ghana, and he stays in Ghana 6 months, and he stays in London 6 months. The dude that Yandy was messing around with, right? One thing that alarmed me about him was he said that Yandy and the people from Love and Hip Hop was at a bar. They were walking out. He said he saw Yandy because he's seen her on Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know the people in Ghana watch Love and Hip Hop, but okay. And he said he called Yandy by name. He said Yandy looked stunned, like, "Do I know you?" And he said he just played it off or whatever because he didn't want to alarm her other castmates. So you already knew who Yandy was from Love and Hip Hop. You knew she was in a marriage or relationship with MENDEECCES. Well, we'll call it a marriage right now because that's what is portrayed on Love and Hip Hop. So you knew all of this, right? But you still came up to her. You said y'all exchanged Instagrams. Y'all started DMing each other, and it went from there. So you already knew that Yandy had somebody, but you still pursued her. The light bulb would have went off for me. Okay, this man is calling me by name. I've never met him before. He says he knows me from Love and Hip Hop. So you also know that to your knowledge, I'm married, but you didn't care. The light bulb would have went off on me. What you up to? What you up to? The light bulb would have went off right there. You calling me by my name, you don't know me, but you say you've seen me on Love and Hip Hop. So that means, to me, you trying to get some clout off of me. That's what I would have thought. But hey, everybody thinks differently, but that's what I would have thought right off the bat. Let me know if that was you, if you were Yandy, and you in another whole completely different country, and a man calls you by your name. You never met him before, but then when he come up to you, he said, how you know my name? Oh, I know you from Love and Hip Hop. Would a light bulb would have went off like this ninja clout chasing? You know, if you watch Love and Hip Hop, allegedly, when I'm on Love and Hip Hop, I'm married. So, what's your angle? What you trying to do? Where we going? Where we going? The light bulb would have went off right then and there. What you trying to do? That would have went off right there for me. Let me know what you guys think. Would a light bulb would have went off on you guys if somebody walked up to you that didn't even know you? My sweet said a 304 all day. Okay, Deborah, you believe it happened? Okay. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Now, technically, if we want to be technical, he wasn't cheating. He was not cheating. because he said him and Yandy hadn't been together for over a year. If I was Yandy, I would just fall back for a minute. You need to check your surroundings of the people that are around you. You need to get your head together, because it seems like the people that are around you for clout or for something. Something they're around you for. It's something that they want. But I know one motherfucker thing, I will cut ties with MENDEECCES. There will be no more spending Christmases together, Thanksgiving, nothing. There will be no more because of how dirty he did Yandy. Now, that's just me. I'm not Yandy, but I wouldn't. Like this bullshit candy pulling, and this motherfucker trying to take her for everything she got. Oh, we're going to spend Christmas together for our kids. No, ma'am. You playing with Todd right now. You playing too much with him. This motherfucker trying to contest a motherfucking prenup, and you talking about spending fucking Christmas together? Are you fucking serious? Are you crazy? There will be no more of that. No. Mm-mm. I don't know what's wrong with our women, guys. I don't know what's wrong with our women out here. Why would you be spending Christmas or Thanksgiving with Todd, and Todd trying to take you for every motherfucking thing you got? Contesting the prenup. Trying to get full custody of your fucking kids and child support. Are you dumb? I'm starting to think Candy ain't dealing with a full deck, y'all. I really, truly am. There's no way that I would sit at a table and break bread with somebody who's trying to take me for full custody of my kids, child support, and contesting a prenup. There's no way I could do that. Not even for my kids. No. No, ma'am. Then she said, oh, he came to Broadway to bring the kids or something like that. I don't want your funky ass to come to Broadway and congratulate me on shit. You sitting with my mama. I don't want your ass there. Again, she's playing with Todd too much. This is not a game. When somebody trying to come for your empire that you didn't build with blood, sweat, and tears, this is not a game to me. No. I don't want your congratulations. I don't want shit from you. Just saying. These are my opinions. But you better quit playing with people. Because people take your kindness for a weakness, and I have learned that. Hey, Proud Mimi, my tea sipper. Hello. Quit playing with these ninjas in 2026. Stand no business. They want to bring it, you bring it harder. Candy, do not be doing no more birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas with Todd funky ass. Don't do it. Yandy as well. Just break ties with them. Because if not, they're going to keep playing in your fucking face. And I have to learn that the hard way. People will play in your face and on your top. And these men are good for doing that. You better grow some balls. Better grow some fucking balls. Grow some fucking balls. Quit playing with these ninjas. Now we're going to get over here to, we're going to talk a little bit about Claressa, guys. I didn't have her on the thumbnail, but I got to talk about this. This Claressa is so fucking gone. Papoose got her motherfucking nose so wide open that she don't see that she fucking up her career. Now, she better win that motherfucking fight because she ain't focused right now, guys. She ain't focused. Her nose is so far up Papoose's ass, she can't see her going or coming. She can't, she don't know which way to turn. She don't know which way to turn, guys. Because anytime that you keep going from blogger to blogger, jumping in a motherfucking DM, they got you bothered. Do you think Beyonce, do you think Layla Ali would be out here arguing with bloggers or jumping in their fucking DMs? Layla would never. But this delusional woman is coming after the content creators, getting in their DM. You must got a lot of time on your hands to go to all these content creators' DM. What the fuck Papoose at? Papoose would be telling your crazy ass something. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes. You as press. We got you that press, Claressa? Because Layla would never do nothing what you doing. You're arguing with people in the comments. Who does that? What millionaire you know is arguing with people in comments? That's why I say you got a lot of time on your hands. But I don't understand that. You got your niece and nephews at home with you. You say Papoose is there every night with you. So how do you find time to go to all these content creators' page when you got kids at the house and Papoose? How? How, Sway? Unless you're lying about Papoose being there. That's the only thing I can think of. Because you should be in there enjoying your man and training. But you got time to go to these content creators' DMs. You got time to get in comments, arguing with people. You arguing with the po people, as you put it. How do you have time to do that? You perhaps should be laying up there watching Christmas movie, roasting marshmallows. How do you got time to be in people's DMs? Something ain't right. Something is not right here. When I tell y'all this woman is delusional, trust me. You're jealous of Remy Ma, but you say Remy Ma is jealous of you. You said Remy Ma is pressed about you. The delusion. But let me put it on here for y'all can see it. This man talking about that she all in his DM cussing him out. Now, how do you have time to do that, Claressa? I want to know. If you laying up there with Papoose, are you laying up there with Papoose and going through your Instagram, or what are you doing? I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question here, Claressa. How do you have time to go in these people things? So let me bring this up, guys. Let me just bring this up. This man said that she jumping in everybody DM, crazy Claressa.
DM's mad at Sweet Mom for life too.
Claressa, you got to be fucking joking me. You be fucking kidding me. Calling this man a sassy man and everything. Look at her. Look, this is her. There go the check mark, so y'all know this is her. She and this man DM cussing him out.
Sweet Mom can handle herself. I've already seen her in action, but I'm going to address you because you said, nigga, your daughter can never be me. You are 100% right. My daughter won't be you. My daughter won't be around here tattooing a married man's name on her titty after she just known him for a couple of months. She won't be around here parading around with married men. And
Wait a minute. He said, you're absolutely right. My daughter would not be you. Tattooed a married man name on her titty. Baby, I know she was 30 degrees hot, baby. Hot as fish grease when he told her that. Baby, look, sir, tread lightly, because you know she boxes you. She already in your DM. She gonna be trying to look for you next, sir. Tread lightly, sir. Tread lightly. Tread lightly, sir.
I'm gonna tell her that she's loved. Now Claressa Shields is in my DMs mad at Sweet Ma for life too.
Wait a minute. She said, you sassy ass. You sassy. What she said, you sassy as fuck. And Ninja, your daughter could never be me. You in my DM, I have you. Wait a minute. What she said, you in my DM, I love you. Wait a minute. Let me see. Can't hardly read it. Oh. She said, you sassy as fuck and nigga, your daughter could never be me. He said, you in my DM and I love you. You want the best for, wait a minute, you want the best. Well, he said, I want the best for you, but you trolling. You and that sweet my stupid ass are some haters. Let's see, of y'all own race. I hate what she said. Wait a minute. Y'all know who the other content creator is as well. Sweet Ma. That's what she's talking about. She said, you and that sweet Ma, stupid ass, are fucking haters of your own race. She said, I hate Uncle Toms like y'all. She said, you blocked and you think you could get in the ring with me? That's another mistake. I'm self-made, sassy boy. You got to talk and lie about me. What she say? Talk about me. Talk about me. And she says, talk about yourself and I see how many likes you get. 0. So she want to get in the rings with the content creators? Oh, sweet Mom for Life said, I can't believe this. Thank you for sharing. This woman is tripping. She want to fight the content creators. So she said she blocked them now, but she want to fight the content creators. She says y'all could never get in the ring with her. Just tell y'all what she said. So I don't know what's wrong with Clarence Shaw, because I think my
Sweet Ma can handle herself. I've already seen her in action, but I'm gonna address you because you said, nigga, your daughter can never be me. You are 100% right. My daughter won't be you. My daughter won't be around here tattooing a married man's name on her titty after she just known him for a couple of months. She won't be around here parading around with married men, and I'm gonna tell her that she's loved. Now Claressa Shields is in my DMs mad at Sweet Ma for life too.
Now, guys, how does she have time to get in these? How does she got time to get in somebody's DM? How? Hey, Deidre, I ain't seen you in a while. Hey, how you doing? Guys, how does she have time to be in these content creators' DM threatening them? Now that is a threat, and you know her hands are legal. She threatening these people. Just saying. You said you watched your last 2 fights, and I watched your last 2 fights, and I believe that I'm done with it. Guys, I'm trying to figure out, how does she got time to be in these people DMs if she laying up with Pap. Or you know, if her and Pap watching movies or out and about having dinner, you know, they get home. How do you got time to be in these people DMs? And then you in the comments arguing with other people. How? And then you got your niece and nephew, the kids there. So how do you find time to jump in the comments arguing with people, go to content creators DM, threaten them? Where's Papoose at? Okay, my sweet, you said because Pap is not with her. Okay. Back at home with Remy Ma and their family. At this point, I don't even care if she wins. I'm ready for her. Wait a minute. I'm ready for her to go away. Guys, I look, there's no way that she's with Pap and she got time to be arguing with people and the DM here. There's no way. And then she got all them kids there. I think she got 4 or 5 kids there. She got 4 or 5 kids there, y'all. I don't get it. I really don't get it, guys. And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't understand this. Where is Papoose at? Y'all, I know she says she got a PR team, but I think she's lying. There's no way her PR team will be letting her come out here and argue with content creators, argue with people in the DMs. What kind of fucking PR team do you got, Claressa? Because somebody asked her that right in the comments. They asked her, what do her PR team think about this? She said her PR team says she's doing a good job. That's what she said. Her PR team says she's doing a good job, y'all. So that's why I think she's lying. There's no way her fucking PR team says she's doing a good job with sitting here arguing with regular folks in the DM here. So that's why I think she's lying. Pap needs to get a PR team here. Because I don't think she understands that she's damaging her reputation. That's why she don't got no endorsements. I'm just saying, guys, this ain't good for her. This is not good for her. To be sitting here arguing with people that she said that are beneath her. Let me know, guys, what y'all think about this with Claressa arguing with the content creators, arguing with people in her DMs. What do y'all think about this? I told y'all that something ain't right with this young lady. And I'm so serious. Something ain't right here. Because you shouldn't have time to be doing nothing. You got kids and everything at your house. How are you arguing with people? That's all I want to know.
I know white folks don't give a fuck about no Papoose and no Claressa Shields. But this is for my black followers. I want to know, when y'all look at their relationship, do y'all think that's relationship goals? Is that what y'all strive to be? Do they inspire y'all to be in a relationship quite like that? Is that black excellence? Is that black love? I don't want to know, because every time I see it, the shit make me cringe a little bit, and I'll be like, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Do y'all think that Claressa and Pap, y'all think that my relationship goals? Let me know, guys. Do y'all think this is relationship goals, Claressa and Pap? Let me let y'all listen.
His wife, and find a new bitch. The new bitch is there to just fill in the space. Like 9 times out of 10, we really don't like the new bitch. Because
because the new bitch don't know us like that. We trying to get to know her, and she trying to get to know us, and all this other stupid ass shit. So usually we don't really, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just need something to bust a nut with.
What do y'all think about that?
And Claressa Shields, that bitch kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't been trying to start no shit. I'm just saying Claressa Shields is a little manly. And goddamn, I be looking at Papoose like, my nigga, is you looking at this motherfucker? Is you looking at what I'm looking at? Now, I ain't gonna lie, Papoose is a smart nigga. He's smart motherfucker. He knew damn well this rap.
Let me let y'all listen to this.
Rap career wasn't going nowhere. Remy Ma was tired of his ass. That nigga said, I'm about to make a come up. He got a bitch with money, but got low self-esteem. That's what he did. And after a while, Papoose gonna, I'm telling you, he gonna take the money and leave. That's what he trying to do. And she be in interviews talking about, yeah, we gonna have a baby next year. Papoose like, shit, bitch, you know. That's why we on the Breakfast Club talking about, this my friend, this my best friend. This my best friend. When a motherfucker call you his best friend, that just mean you ain't it, goddammit. Your time is limited. It's limited. I'm here for one thing.
What do y'all think about what he said? He said that Papoose ain't there for that. So do y'all think that those are relationship goals for you guys? Are those relationship goals? Papoose and Claressa, are those relationship goals for you guys? Let me know in the chat. Babe, the cut water is kicking in here. Look, let me know in the chat if that is relationship goals for you guys. You said she needs to chill. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying. She can't help herself at the rate that that she's going. By next year, nobody will hear from her. Y'all think so? Y'all think she's gonna disappear? You said you really believe that Papoose is her first boyfriend? Where you been at, Deidre? I ain't seen you in a while. Where you been at? She keeps her niece and nephews. Claressa, y'all know that when she's, in her room, in her gym, or whatever you call it, y'all be seeing her nieces and nephews in there. So she keeps them. She keeps her nieces and nephews. I don't know if one of her sisters are there. You said her fans are beneath her? Okay, you said that, Gigi, you said she's making money on controversy, just like Stank, Ray J, Tamar, and the rest. Okay, I can get with that. A lot of people, like, guys, and I'm starting to notice this. Like when Ray J said that he was hitchhiking, that he was out there stranded, or what have you. I think that a lot of these people started to do stuff for clickbait. I'm really starting to think that, guys, they're starting to do a lot of stuff for clickbait. Because y'all know dang on well, if Ray J was out there stranded, he said that he was hitchhiking, he didn't have no money. If Ray J was out there stranded like that, Sonya Norwood, his mama, or Brandy would have sent for him. Now, you cannot make me believe Brandy or Sonya would not have sent for Ray J. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm back, guys. Yeah. So what I'm saying here, guys, is that like guys, if we can see game being ran, these are regular people coming out. I know that Claressa feels some type of way. If she don't think Papoose is running game on her, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. She should have some type of brain somewhere. This whole internet is flooded with she's getting scammed. Even her family came out here and said she's getting scammed. So, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody is saying she's getting scammed. Hey, Kenneth. Okay, you don't think? Well, look, guys, I ain't gonna call her no 304 because they, they out here these streets, I ain't said it. Her family them said that she's been with a lot of men. Tony Rich, which was her cousin's man. Then she was with the other man that was living with her, and she put him out for Tony Rich. Then she put Tony Rich out for Papoose. So I'm a little bit, I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Guys, if you're new to the channel and you like my content, please think about becoming a subscriber. We would love to have you as a T-drop over here. Guys, she just needs somebody. She needs somebody. She needs somebody to talk to her. But this is the thing. Even if somebody tried to talk to Claressa, I don't think it would go well because they said she don't listen. She don't listen. So that's another thing. She don't listen. So that's another thing right there. She don't listen to nobody. So what can you do? Guys, please, as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Please hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Okay, Joy, you said deep in her mind, she knows it. Hello, Bernice. Okay, Joy, you said that's why she's going so hard to prove everyone wrong. Okay, Sonia, you said Claressa was acting like this with her last boyfriend. She recorded everything they did. Okay. Okay, Kendall, you said when she started losing fights, that will be the beginning to the end. The rats will jump ship. Now, guys, people think that she might lose this upcoming fight. They said she's not focused. She's not focused anymore. She's really not into boxing like that anymore. She's too into Papoose. Good evening, Kenneth. Hello, Gigi Turner. Okay. Guys, I can see more better when I do this here. You said, okay, Troy, you said that somebody has to be a therapist. Okay, Joy to the world. Okay. So something has to happen, guys. I feel sorry for Claressa sometimes, and sometimes I don't, because of how she comes out here and talks about people that are less fortunate than her. Everybody broke, everybody poor, everybody wish their body was tea like hers, and things like that. She even had the audacity, guys, to come out here and say that curly wig she had on her head was her real hair. Now I'm starting to believe that some of y'all are saying that these people be trolling, because she knew damn well that wig she had on her head was not her fucking hair. Just saying. I've been trying to get off Claressa, going about my business, but she always doing something crazy. Why would we believe that curly wig on your head is your hair? You know damn well that ain't your damn hair. We have seen you getting your hair washed. And then you getting it braided down and getting a wig put on it. So why would we think now that your hair, you got some type of magical cure, some type of magical grease where your hair done grew like that? Now, come on, Claressa. I know you don't think we that dumb. I know you don't think we slow like that. Please. Now, let's just be for real here. Okay, the reason why she is obsessed with hair length is because of Remy's hair length. I think so. Everything that Remy does, she tries to compete with her. She tries to dress like Remy. She tries to look like Remy. Everything's about Remy. And she wasn't like this before, guys. She wasn't this. She was bad, but she wasn't this bad like she is right now. She wasn't this bad, guys. She was not this bad at all. Just over the months and stuff, she have become bad. You know, where everything, if you say anything about her or Papoose, or if you say Papoose don't really want her, or if Remy comes out here with a nice outfit on or something like that, the next couple of minutes, maybe an hour, she gonna start posting online her outfit. She don't care how she look in the outfit, she gonna start posting. So anytime, you best believe, anytime Remy come out here styling and profiling, baby, she coming. Because she don't want Remy to show her up. That's what it is. But the thing is, Remy's already showing you up. If you think that little Dollar General outfit that you had on at the Louis Vuitton store was something for Remy, no. Try again. And she says she can't really walk in heels. So that's why she always has on flats or whatever. She can't walk in heels. So okay, I'm cool with that. You can't walk in heels, you can't walk in heels. If you can't do it, you can't do it. That's fine. But you still need to get some decent shoes. You know, some decent shoes that you can walk in, maybe a kitten heel or something. They got classes like that, guys. They got classes for everything. They got classes. If you need to learn how to walk in heels and things like that, they got classes for that. If you need to learn how to eat properly, they got classes for that. They got classes for everything to teach you any and everything you want to know, guys. Even on you can even on the internet. They got online classes. So if Claressa wants to, learn how to walk better in heels, learn proper etiquette, she can do all of that. If she would keep her nose out of Papoose ass, she could do it. Or stop being on here arguing with the common people and focus on other things to build her brand, she would be doing a good job. Because right now, she's not building her brand with the things she's doing right now. That's why she don't have any sponsorships or any deals. Because she is not likable. She's not approachable. Papoose, if he cared anything about her, he would get her a PR team. Just saying. But maybe, this is another thing. Maybe he don't want to get her a PR team because that's cut in on his cut of the money. That could be true. That's cutting in on his cut of the money. By bringing people in to help her with different things, he think that's going to cut in on his money. Just saying. You said allegedly Pap is back with Clarence. If true, she is She is gone. You said she is gone. That sound like another fake love. TKO. Guys, now people saying they hope she win this fight because she's not focused right now. She's not focused. When you training, allegedly, because I ain't been no fighter that, but I done heard that you need to be really, really focused and disciplined. And right now she's not there. Maybe in January, well, no, because like Mike Tyson, them, Layla, them, they used to be practicing 3 and 4 months in advance, getting their head together and stuff for the fight. And Claressa fights in February. So it would seem like she would be trying to get her shit together now. But no, she's on here arguing with the content creators now, arguing with people in her, with people in the comments. So I don't think she's focused. Right, the PR, that's money out of his pocket. So that's why I think he don't want to get Claressa no PR team, because they would have to pay for that, and that would come in on his cut. Allegedly. Just saying allegedly. You said a PR team would advise her to get rid of Papoose? Oh, okay. I never thought of that. Okay, well then that could be the reason that he does not want a PR team. He just gonna continue to let her crash out. That's all I'm saying. He'll continue to let her crash out. But guys, let's move over here to Holly and ROMEEKA. Let's move over. Let's put a down in Claressa for a minute here. Let's move over to Holly and ROMEEKA, guys. Some things are coming out. Her auntie is mad at everyone because Chicago did a toy drive for ROMEEKA's son, and the auntie feels that the news station is biased, but the news station didn't do it. The community did it, and the news station only filmed it. So, Holly aunt did a GoFundMe. She did a GoFundMe for Holly's son. She was taking cash apps. You could donate thing through Zelle, Venmo, and she had a P.O. box set up for him. I don't understand this, guys. Holly is the one that took that child's mom away from him. He don't have a mom that he can go see. Your child does. Your child does. So you want to rain and hate on ROMEEKA's son because people are doing a toy drive for him, giving him money and stuff, to help take care of him. So you're hating on that? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. Now, I understand that is their family, but I don't believe that you should hate on no child like that. Just my personal opinion. Why are you hating on a child? I think something wrong with the whole family, y'all. Joy, you said, I personally believe that Holly's entire family is stuck on stupid and parked and dumb if they can't see what Carlos has done to Holly. Honestly, Holly and Claressa are two peas in a pot. They have the same energy. Yes. And they keep on letting Carlos be around them. And I don't understand where they don't see that Carlos is the cause of all of this. And they are trying to intimidate that, I think she's a Latino woman. She's a witness. They're trying to intimidate her, trying to tell her she didn't see what she seen. How the hell are you going to tell this lady that she didn't see what she seen when she was there? And they're trying to post her picture all over this internet here, so people can come after the witness. Now, how dumb is that? Now, guys, I know these are two Black beautiful women, but hey, you did the ultimate thing here by letting Carlos hype your ass up to take out somebody. Now, guys, the word on the curb is Carlos is DL. Y'all know that, right? And I guess he didn't want people to find out about it. But you can kind of look at Carlos and tell that he a little sweet. He a little sweet. I don't care if he work out. I don't care about none of that. You can tell that this man is sweet. You can tell it. I cannot wait for this court to come January the 7th. They're going to pick out, I guess, the jurors for the trial. Now, if Holly was smart, she wouldn't take no jury trial. I wouldn't go to a trial with this. Because I believe they have already offered Holly a plea deal and she didn't take it. They've already offered her a plea deal. She didn't take it. Now, you know what happens when they offer you a plea deal and you don't take it. You already pregnant and your son is barely 1. If you didn't take that plea deal and they find you guilty, you're going to be in jail. I don't know what the statutes are in Chicago. You could be facing 20 or 30 years in prison for a first-degree unaliving. Now, they said it's other footage. Carlos said other things happened. They are lying, allegedly, and trying to say that there was a fight. They're trying to say there was a fight. If ROMEEKA and Holly fought, wouldn't somebody have saw them fighting? Wouldn't the school cameras have captured them fighting? Why we don't have anything that says ROMEEKA and Holly was fighting? That didn't happen. In my personal opinion, they did not fight. There was no. Look, Holly here was the same way. There was no fight. Carlos is lying. There was no fight. Now, if he the only one that's going to say that, that's fine. But there were other witnesses out there, and I don't know why Carlos not in jail for DV. Having somebody in a headlock, closing them up in the car door. Why is he not locked up? And then another thing, why are you trying to get ROMEEKA's son when you are the cause of his mother not being here? Because you allegedly for entertainment purposes is trying to get some insurance money. You think that ROMEEKA has some type of life insurance policy or something like that, and I think that you want access to it. So if you get the son, then you get access to the life insurance policy. And you also get access to the Social Security benefits for her son. That's why I think you want that, because you're not trying to get your other 1-year-old son. Now, allegedly, the word on the curb is that, like I told y'all, somebody else was allegedly supposed to knock off ROMEEKA. Because I guess ROMEEKA was threatening that she was going to expose him as DL, and allegedly she had got some stuff out of his phone about him liking men. He had pictures of naked men in his phone and D-pics, if you know what I mean, in his phone. And they said that ROMEEKA was very hot-tempered and she was going to put it on the internet. Now, y'all know Carlos could not have no weapon. So allegedly, he the one that had Holly go get a concealed carry and get a weapon because he's a felon. They said allegedly he do all type of credit card fraud and all that. Allegedly. So he did some other stuff and he's a felon. So he can't have no weapon. And he had been taking Holly to the G range to teach her how to, pow. So they also got Holly on her Instagram and stuff, mocking ROMEEKA, talking about ROMEEKA. I would never, ever do this. I would never, ever do that. If you would never, ever do all this and that, young lady, how is you scared of ROMEEKA, but you keep coming on this Beyonce internet talking about her? The woman had to block you on all platforms, but then you would get fake accounts and come back. So why would you need a restraining order for this? And you the one is initiating everything. We have no Instagram of ROMEEKA said anything about you. The only Instagram we got is ROMEEKA coming out here styling and profiling. And you didn't like that. Where is any Instagram of ROMEEKA talking about you? All the Instagrams is of you talking about ROMEEKA. But for somebody you scared of, that don't make sense. And the jury will see all of that. That you got that restraining order that ROMEEKA never was served. This was a setup, in my personal opinion. You got that restraining order. And like I say, I've never seen nothing like that. Here in Wisconsin, you can't get no restraining order. Restraining order unless you got proof that someone is harassing you, stalking you. You just can't go and just say, oh, I want a restraining order because this person is doing this and that. You have to have proof, and they'll give you a temporary one. There's a court date set. Now, I don't know how Chicago do it, but I know that's how Wisconsin do it. You get a temporary restraining order, and then you come to court, and you got to show cause. So if this is something new that Chicago do, I don't know. I've never seen this before. But you got that restraining order. So when you wanted to do what you did, that you could yell self-defense and you got a concealed carry and a restraining order. But that restraining order is not valid because it was never served to her. Now, guys, I'm telling you, you got to be conscious of who you're sleeping with because you can be sleeping with the motherfucking enemy. But the good thing is that ROMEEKA left Carlos alone. She had got her a new man. And Carlos couldn't stand that he had no more control over her. He didn't know where she lived at, didn't know where she didn't have her phone number. The only thing that he had where he could find her at their son's school, and he could go up there to her job. And he said it on his life. He was going up there to her job, trying to get her ass fired. So you was the one harassing ROMEEKA. Carlos was. Going up there to her job, trying to get her fired, and coming back and forth up there to that school when she drops off her son. And Holly, you couldn't see that this man was still in love with ROMEEKA because he kept on messing with her. She had left him alone. So what was the reason for you guys to go up there to that school? That's the number one question. What was the reason that they was up there at that school? I want to know. You must have went up to that school to start something with ROMEEKA. That's the only thing I can think of. Because according to ROMEEKA, you wasn't doing shit for their son, for y'all son. So what was the reason you went up there to the school? What is the reason? Y'all let me know. What was the reason that they had to go up to that fucking school? I'm still trying to figure that part out. Baby, now I done been a fool a couple of times, but I ain't no motherfucking fool to take out somebody for no ninja. No, it ain't that serious to me. Just saying. I that's just some. And I'm 51 years old, and I'd have had some incidents where young ladies didn't like me because they man liked me or some to that effect. I didn't had it before. So, and my personal belief, I don't know this for sure, I'm gonna say allegedly, Holly was jealous of ROMEEKA because she knew that her man still wanted to be with her. That's just my personal opinion. Because all this is going to be brought up in court. That you were a fatal attraction. You were a fatal attraction. So I do got a little bit of. Let me give me 1 second. Give me, so this was just 2 days ago here. Let me bring this up here. Guys, they're trying to get her out, but the judge ain't going. The judge is not letting her ass out of there. So let's talk a little bit about this. They're not letting her ass out. Give me 1 second here. I don't know why this does that when I'm on TikTok.
Don't worry about it. But there are some rumors that they may be getting rid of Ari Williams as the attorney. I don't know why. She's a phenomenal attorney. You might want to go ahead and keep her, because what the option that I've seen is keep Ari. Okay, keep Ari. And I am not on Team Holly in any way, shape, or form. But what I'm seeing as the other alternative is.
Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. Okay, guys, so they're trying to get rid of this other attorney because they feel that this attorney is not doing anything.
It's gonna be a no, okay? Because we want the best attorney on both sides. So we can be one and done. We don't want to have to do no trials again. Absolutely not. So stick with Ari, okay? But do what you're gonna do, child. Do what you're gonna do. And also, it is being stated that supporters that are Team Holly are exposing and or doxing and or releasing information about witnesses unnecessarily. Don't get caught up in getting a crime and getting a charge yourself by trying to be supportive, okay? Please reference to the Karen Reed trial because Turtle Boy was dealing with that kind of stuff where he was a very good advocate for her, but they say he was doing some witness intimidation stuff. Don't get a charge because you're not aware that you can get a charge because you think you're doing right, okay? Be smart with your moves. It is a crime, all right? Don't be exposing them people because you think that's going to help. It's not, because you sitting in jail on a charge of your own does not help her case in any way, shape, or form. Let's remember to do things on the up and up because, again, I'm not going to be able to tell you no other way but straight. One time. Let's make sure everything's on the P's and Q's. Let's do that.
Have people not heard of witness intimidation, that you can go to jail for that? And they saying that people that's on Holly's side are doing witness intimidation. Yes, they're doing witness intimidation, guys. That they're trying to intimidate the witness of not testifying, guys. So you can get in trouble for witness intimidation. Like I said, there's some slow people. Like I told y'all, there are some slow people. You can get in trouble for witness intimidation. There are some slow people that don't know that. But I'm here to tell you, if you don't know, you know now. And I think that Holly and them family is mad at this attorney because they can't get Holly out of jail. What do you want the attorney to do? If the judge says no, there's nothing that she can do. She can plead her case and say all the reason why Holly should not be in jail, but at the end of the day, it's the judge choice to let her out on a bracelet, and he said no. So what the hell is she supposed to do? I told y'all some of these people are slow. Some of them are slow, and then y'all intimidating the witnesses. This not looking good for Holly.
Y'all keep playing, and we haven't even got to the meat and potatoes of this trial, okay? Because we ain't even started, really. And y'all already acting up. We got fights outside of the courthouse. They probably gonna have very limited people up in there on the 7th because the way y'all already been acting, and y'all releasing information about witnesses. Let's get it together, okay? Let's leave the shenanigans in 2025 so we can roll into 2026 with the right mindset. And y'all playing too many dollars on games. One and done. That is the requirement. Do everything by the law. Y'all need to stop playing.
So yes, guys, they are.
As the fight for ROMEEKA Meeks continues, Holly does have a court date scheduled for January the 7th. Her current attorney, Ari Williams, did go ahead and file a motion for immediate release. They're definitely trying to get her out. Everybody has said it will not happen. It will not happen. We're gonna go with that. Don't worry about it. But there are some rumors that they may be getting rid of Ari Williams as the attorney. I don't know why. She's a phenomenal attorney. You might want to go ahead and keep her, because what the option that I've seen is keep Ari. Okay, keep Ari. And I am not on Team Holly.
Stop sharing that for a minute. So what do y'all think about the intimidation that Holly's people are intimidating the witnesses? What do we think about that? Let me know in the chat what y'all thinking. Let me see. Let me see what y'all have said in the chat. That could be bad for Holly, that these people are intimidating the witness. If they don't know that, they go know. Y'all, I'm cooking a corned beef here. I know it's late, but I'm cooking it. I put it on late, so I am cooking it now. My kids up anyway, so y'all know they be up late. So I am cooking it now. Y'all, and a good recipe that I run. Have y'all tried to use instead of using rye bread for corned beef, use garlic bread, the garlic cheese bread as your bread? It's really good. Guys, if y'all cook corned beef one day and want to have corned beef sandwiches, use with your corned beef, use garlic bread and let me know how you like it. I use the 5-cheese garlic bread with my corned beef. So instead of me using rye bread, I use garlic bread. My kids love it. So that's what I use. I don't use rye bread for my corned beef no more. I use garlic bread. And guys, I have moved to the kitchen here because I am cooking, so I have moved to the kitchen. So it might sound a little weird, but I had to move to the kitchen because I'm cooking right now. Hey, Candy. I didn't see you sneak on in here. Hey. They said, how did they find out who they are? Because y'all know the day when of the powwowing, those witnesses that were out there, they got pictures of them. Yeah, we saw the witnesses too. It was a Latino man, it was a Latino woman. So we all saw the witnesses. We all saw the witness. And then people were taking pictures of them and things like that. So they were out there. Everybody saw the witnesses. They were out there when the incident happened. They were out there when everything happened. So everybody know who the witnesses are. Because you remember Carlos was trying to push the Latino woman, telling her to get back. If they didn't have cameras out there, he would have knocked her damn blocks off. Because he was really upset at her because she was taking all those pictures. I mean, she was recording too. That's another thing he was upset because they were recording. So he was upset about that as well. Hey, Tanya. I told y'all I was coming back on today. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all I was coming back on. Hey, Candy. You said, Sonia, you said you're ready for the trial. I'm ready for the trial too. But look, do y'all think that they just waiting to get Carlos? They're going to get him later? Because he should go to jail for domestic violence. Do y'all think they waiting to get Carlos? Because Carlos should go to jail for DV. Let me know what y'all think about the trial here. Guys, I will drop the link, and if you guys want to come up, I will let you guys come up and let me know what y'all think about the trial, what y'all think going to happen. Because I haven't been doing that in a while. So I will drop the link and let you guys come up, and y'all can let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Holly's going to jail, or do you think she's going to get off? Carlos needs to be in the clink too. That's what I'm saying, guys. Why has Carlos not been locked up yet? What's the story with that? Wait a minute. Let me go on my thing here. So guys, what do y'all think is the story with Carlos? Why hasn't he been locked up? Why do y'all think Carlos hasn't been locked up, guys? Why has Carlos not been locked up? Let me get my phone here. So guys, I did drop the link. You said Carlos needs to be in the clinker. You said, yes, I think so. They are gathering more evidence. But somebody said he's a witness, guys. Do y'all think Carlos is a witness? Wait a minute. Somebody said he's a witness for Holly, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes. That's what they're saying, that he's a witness for Holly. You praying? Let's see. Let me see. Guys, I don't think Holly should be getting out. Holly needs some therapy, because anytime you let a ninja convince you to take out one of his baby mamas, you ain't wrapped too tight. Let me know, guys, if you guys want to come up and give your opinion. I have dropped the link, and let me know if you guys want to come up. Okay, Tanya, you said you think they're gathering information? Gathered more evidence? But guys, there are witnesses that saw him having ROMEEKA in the headlock, also closing her up in the car door. Okay, Joy to the World, you said that's what I've heard, that Carlos is a witness for the prosecution. That's what I'm saying, guys, that he's a witness. But Holly Dem family is trying to fire this black lady because they think that she's not doing a good job with getting Holly out of jail. Now, I just, let me go to this one here, because I've been looking at some of these clips on Instagram here. I've been looking, on TikTok here, where these people are coming out saying things here. Let me see this here. Okay, let me bring this up here. So they think that let me bring this up here. So Holly to lose trial. That's what they're saying. That Holly's going to lose the trial. I don't know, because
I'm telling you guys from the beginning, before they even arrested her, I said one of the things that the prosecutors look for is intent. And I'm telling you, they already had that. So I did a little bit more digging on how things, go in Chicago, right? All right, here's 3 things. Intentionality, the knowledge of the risk, and the felony murder rule, okay? Now, with intentionality, it says the individual intended to basically inflict, right, great bodily harm, or knew their actions would cause death. And then the knowledge of risk, the individual was aware their actions created a strong probability of death or great bodily harm to another person. And then the felony murder rule, which says the death occurred while the individual was committing or attempting to commit another felony, which could be kidnapping or aggravated battery. Now, if you guys remember, they were saying that it looks as if they were, Carlos and Holly were trying to kidnap ROMEEKA, maybe throw her in the car, in Holly's car. I don't know how true that is, but you know, if that's one of the things that's on the table. But, you know, the word battery was brought up. But, you know, when the word battery was brought up, they were trying to say that ROMEEKA was the one that was, you know, battering Holly. But either way it goes, that word was used. Okay, so you guys need to be mindful about these words here that's being used. Once those words get used, it's already on and popping. It doesn't matter who did what, the words have been used. Now, the prosecutors have charged her with first-degree murder. This means they got something. Okay, this means they got something that sticks. All right, and like I told you guys in the beginning, I said where she messed up at is because she went into that area where she knew ROMEEKA would be. She knew that she would run into ROMEEKA. All right, so let me catch y'all up to speed for those of you that haven't heard me talk about this before. All right, Carlos lives around the corner, or was living around the corner from the school that him and ROMEEKA's son goes to at the time that Holly, you know, killed ROMEEKA, right? And I'm popping up at Carlos' house one night, okay? And, okay, so here's two things. Holly had to see that video, right? Whenever Carlos and ROMEEKA was on their bad terms and, you know, he went over there with her, with Holly, she had to know about ROMEEKA popping up at Carlos' apartment, which means she knew that ROMEEKA knew where Carlos.
Okay, guys, so that's one right there. Holly was a side chick, y'all. Let's just come to this conclusion. Holly was a side chick. So she knew how Carlos felt about ROMEEKA. She had to know that. I don't care what nobody says. She had to know that. How he felt about ROMEEKA. And she knows that ROMEEKA will pop up there at the house from time to time. Because I'm trying to still figure out this right here. Why was he taking her to her car? I don't understand that, guys. Why was he taking her to her car? Because that's the other thing I'm not understanding. Why was he taking her to a car? That's what I'm not understanding, guys. Why was he taking her to her car? I guess they didn't live together. I guess her and the baby had spent the night, I'm assuming, at Carlos' house. And he was taking her to the car. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand that part. I'm not understanding where he's saying that he drove Holly to her car. Why were you driving her to her car? As she's at your house, ain't her car out there in front of your house? So why are you driving her to your car, sir? I don't understand that part. That's the part I'm not understanding, that he was driving her to her car. That's the part I'm not getting, guys. Why would he drive her to her car? Wouldn't her car be parked in front of his house, where her and the baby could just go out there and get in the car? Why is you driving her to the car? I don't understand that part, guys. Help me understand that. Or maybe I'm tripping. Okay, Joy to the World, you said Holly needs to take a plea. That's what I said. She needs to take a plea. Now, guys, what is the story with Carlos driving her to her car? Why would Carlos have to drive her to her car? That's the part I'm not understanding. I don't think they were trying to kidnap ROMEEKA. You said prosecutors are notorious in overcharging. Okay. But guys, what is the reason that Carlos would have to drive her to her car? What is the reason for that? I'm not understanding. Why would Carlos have to drive her to her car? Wouldn't her car be in front of his house after her and the baby spent the night? And like I say, guys, I do live in Wisconsin, but I'm not understanding the Illinois laws here. I'm just not understanding those. So, guys, did we ever figure out why Holly had to get drove to her car? Do anybody know the reason that she had to get drove to her car? Let me know in the chat, guys. What is the reason that she had to get drove to the car? That her and the baby had to get drove to the car. Let me know in the chat, guys. What was the reason that they had to get drove to the car? Guys, I did put a goal in the chat. I will give out another millimeter tie. So if we meet the goal, I will give out a millimeter tie. Okay. 32 shots will have them ready for me. She said Thursday or Friday. So I will mail them out. But if we meet the goal, I will give out another millimeter tie. The goal is in the chat. Let me see what y'all said. In order to be first degree, they have to prove there was intent. It would not be surprising if she was charged with second degree or manslaughter. Okay. So she can get charged with manslaughter. But guys, this is the only thing that I don't think she can get charged with manslaughter, because you were free. Carlos had ROMEEKA in the headlock. You had time to go to your car to get away. You chose to come back. You pow-powed one time, stop, and then pow-powed again. So that's intentional. That's intentional, in my opinion, allegedly. Because she could have Kenneth said, sounds like they met up somewhere and she got into his car and they drove to the school. She intentionally left the pow-pow in her car and went back to get it. That's why I'm saying that's premeditated. Because if you go back to your car to get a weapon, you could have very well got in your car, locked the doors, and called the police and left. Now, people are saying, well, ROMEEKA had her blocked in. That's another lie. ROMEEKA did not have her blocked in. The reason that y'all see ROMEEKA by her car is that they moved ROMEEKA's body because she was in the street and they did not want a car to run over her body. So that's another lie that they told. Guy, the goal is in the chat. Y'all can do donate how much you want. If we meet 10 out of 10, I will give away another millimeter tie. Okay? Guys, remember what I said about corned beef. Try to do it with garlic bread, like garlic cheese bread, instead of using like rye bread. Use garlic bread and let me know how you like it. Let me carry on. Let's go on with here, because this lady here got the information. Let me put it back on here. Give me 1 second.
To know that ROMEEKA and Carlos' son went to school basically across the street, right? But it was, you know, across the street, around the corner, school right there, because the back of the school was across the street, y'all. So this is what I'm saying. Holly had to know this. Now, where she started creating that paper trail, where she went and applied for the restraining orders, kept going. They said she had recently applied for the CCL and got granted that recently, right? There's a paper trail. But the problem is she went to the environment of the threat
Right.
She said, you know, she feared for her life. You know, her aunt came out and was like, ROMEEKA had called and threatened to do something to Holly, the baby, and her grandmother, like the night before or a couple of days before.
No, she didn't.
And, you know,
that's
Holly was relaying all of this to the courts, trying to get this restraining order thing against ROMEEKA. The problem is Holly went to the area where she knew that this person that she claimed was a threat to both her and her baby life would be. Okay? Next thing, she went there with the gun, y'all. She went there with the gun. This is why I said it's about intent, right? They got that already. You had a gun on you, right?
Right.
The restraining order that you apply for backs this up. It's basically saying, okay, well, you said you were scared of her. She was a threat. So, you know, you went and tried to apply for a restraining order. You went and got a CCL, and then you went into that environment, right? She went into that environment.
Right.
Why would you go into that environment knowing that the threat, there's a possibility you're going to run into the threat? Right. There's a possibility that if ROMEEKA is crazy and she's all these things that you claim she is, well, there's a possibility she might pop up at Carlos' house. There's a possibility you might see her dropping her and Carlos' son off at the school.
Right.
So what did you do, Holly?
You
had the gun on you, right? Just in case you ran into her. Right or wrong, y'all, this is what they're looking at. You get what I'm saying? This is proving her intention. She had that gun. This is what I'm saying. All right. So the next thing, you know what the gun, what a gunshot will do to a person.
Right.
Right? We all know what a gun will do, what a bullet will do to a person. And they're saying that she was shooting that gun more than once. They said ROMEEKA got hit twice. Bullets hit her twice. All right. So you know, what did I say? The second thing here, the knowledge of the risk, the felony murder. Remember, they was like, oh, I do believe that they were saying that they were trying to say that ROMEEKA was the one battering Holly. And whether that battering been an exchange of words or actual fist fighting, they use that word battery, right? So now we have three things that fit. The next thing that we have here, right? Standard sentencing, 20 to 60 years. Woo! Extended term, 60 to 100 years. And this may be imposed in cases involving exceptional, brutal, or heinous behavior. She shot her in the face. Woo! Now, when Keys was reading off the autopsy report, he was saying that the bullet that went into ROMEEKA's side or hip, you know, her lower body part, it hit, you know, her femoral, you know, the femoral area, the vein, whatever you call it, you know, it hit that part where they were saying that even if ROMEEKA would have went to the hospital and they would have tried to perform surgery, they still wouldn't have been able to save her because of the, you know, that part that the bullet actually hit. So wow. That right there, we can count that as exceptionally brutal because in the face, that's brutal. Right there, you know, on that femoral part.
When a female shoots you,
all right, let's go to life imprisonment.
Let you know.
It says it has to be based on a cold, calculated manner, right? What makes it so cold and calculated, right? A lot of people don't realize is that premeditated can also be before and after the fact, depending on who the prosecutor is and how they're presenting it. What's cold and calculated about it is, see that video that she did where she was like, I would never, right? And then she applied for this restraining order. She applied for the CCL, right. And then she shot her. And then she was standing there. There's the video of her standing there. And then what did she do after this, right? After they let her go. See, they let her go to see exactly what she was going to say and what she was going to do. If it's truly self-defense, it's going to reflect in all of your actions going forward, right? And I do feel like, you know, listen, playing the provocateur, right? Provoking another person to wrath and anger and to get them to do something. I feel like it was one of those things where, you know, Holly was provoking ROMEEKA. That's my opinion. I feel just based off that video that she did, I Would Never, right? I feel like she was provoking her. And then I feel like, you know, when she started posting videos, you know, putting it out there in the public, knowing that people were mourning and they were weeping and everything, I felt like that was to provoke the public, right? So this can basically be counted as cold, calculated manner. You know, she went on to her, you know, her social media accounts and she started erasing things off of there and shutting it down and putting it back up and erasing stuff. If this is self-defense, you're not going to do all that. Whatever you put on your social media before this happened, and it's totally self-defense, when you start erasing stuff after the fact, it becomes premeditated.
Right.
Because you're trying to make it look like what you say it was. What you claim that it was, you're trying to create a narrative now according when everything that transpired before didn't happen that way. So now the next thing, let's move along. If it says firearm enhancement, she had that gun, y'all. If a gun is used during the commission of murder, an additional 25 years can be added to the sentence, or the minimum sentence may increase to 45 years. Now, remember what I told y'all, right? 20 to 60 years. On first degree murder, the minimum, right? Is that the minimum is 20 years. Just by her having a gun, they could add another, what is that? 25 years.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense because then it would increase to 45 years. I'm telling y'all right now, Holly don't need to take that to trial.
I get that.
She really don't. But we got to look at it like this, right? In a lose-lose situation, sometimes people know that they're going to prison. And so trial, you know, holding it up, you know, being able to come out of that cell every day. And, you know, I think their eating arrangements are a lot different too, right? So a lot of people, you know, when they're in that situation, they go ahead and they go through the trial anyway, because they really don't have nothing to lose. And looking at, you know, the standard sentence of 20 to 60 years, the additional 25 years. I mean, the prosecutors, they could offer her a deal and be like, okay, we'll give you 45 years, right? They could do that. But who's to say that, you know, wait a minute, let me see this. Once convicted of first degree murder, she must serve 100% of her sentence. No possibility of parole or good time credit. So if Holly foolishly take this thing to trial, once she's found guilty, and she will be found guilty if she takes it to trial. I told you all of this about Diddy, that he wasn't coming home. Okay. If she foolishly takes this thing to trial, she will be found guilty and she will have to serve 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Right. So if she goes ahead and she cops a plea to about 45 years, then there's that 1% chance that she might just be able to come outside of the prison house.
If she does,
you know,
if she does a plea
after
deal,
45 years. But that's what I got for y'all right now. I'm gonna do some more digging, and I'm gonna do some more looking into this. And I'll be back with you guys later. Go ahead and drop your opinions in the comments.
Let me know what y'all think.
I'm getting ready to give y'all a few minutes of.
So if she takes a plea deal and she gets 20-something years here, well, okay, so you get 20 to 30 years. When she get out of jail, her kids will be 30 years old. Just saying. Let me see what y'all are saying. Do y'all think Holly should take a plea or should she take it to trial? Now, I'm Team ROMEEKA. I'm Team ROMEEKA over here, guys. Let me know. Y'all Team ROMEEKA or Team Holly? Candy said in order to be first degree, they have to prove there was intent. Would not be surprised if she was charged with second degree or manslaughter. Okay. Okay, Kenneth said it sounded like they met up somewhere and she got into the car and they drove to the school. She initially left the pow in the car and went back and got it. Okay. But they saying that Carlos drove her to her car. So that's the part I'm not understanding. Why did Carlos drive her to her car? Holly to her car. Care Bear says, wonder why she was not arrested on site for having a firearm in a school zone. Care Bear, I said the same thing. If she had a concealed and carry, she likely always carried devil's advocate. Yes. Where is the information that Holly fired her high-powered lawyer that's known for getting a criminal off? Please tell me I have not heard anything. They didn't say she fired him. They said she's trying to fire him because her family is mad that the lawyer is not able to get Holly out of jail. So they thinking about firing her because she's not able to get Holly out of jail. They want Holly out on a bracelet, to sum it up. They want Holly out on the bracelet, to sum it up. Let me see what y'all are saying. They don't want Holly in jail at all. They want Holly out on the bracelet. The femur is a thigh bone. Okay. The wound to the wait a minute. The wound to the fatal could have been fatal even if she did not pass immediately. Okay. Well, she shot her in the face. Now that's when you shoot somebody in the face, that's right there's rage. You jealous of them because you want their face messed up. To shoot somebody in the face, that's intentional. You want their face messed up. That's why ROMEEKA didn't have an open casting. Because she had shot her in the face and the side and somewhere else. You said she did not legally possess the gun? Let me see. Well, they said she had a concealed carry. What do you mean she did not legally possess it? What'd you say, Tanya? I had to DM. What happened, Tanya? Okay, Candy, what did you mean by she did not legally possess the gun? I mean, the pow. Y'all got to put pow instead of GUN, guys. What do you mean by she didn't legally possess it? I'm confused with that part. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Candy? You said she did not legally possess what? Because she was a concealed carry. To my knowledge, she was a concealed carry. Now they did say that, but just because you're a concealed carry, you can't go around pow-powing people for no reason. And that's what it seems like Holly was doing. But like I said, I believe Holly did that for Carlos. Now, maybe when she find out that her ass going to jail, she probably start talking about Carlos told her to do it. Now that could be another thing. That could happen too. That she can say that Carlos had her to pow her. Now that could be another possibility, guys. I'm not saying that it ain't. It could be a possibility. What did you say? You said the bullet traveled near her cervical spine, neck regional, per the report. Okay, you said she legally had a conceal and carry, allegedly. Well, that's what they're saying, that she did have one. But my thing is this right here. If you scared of somebody, why are you going where you know they're going to be at? If you're that scared of somebody, why are you going where you know they're going to be at? That's the problem that I'm having with Holly's story. That's the problem that I'm having with her story. You said that ROMEEKA was threatening you. She threatened you through your grandma. Now, the grandma going to have to get up there and testify. And they found out the grandma lying. Her grandma might be going to jail for perjury. Now, I wouldn't get up there and lie for my grandkids if I knew that wasn't the truth. Now, I'm not going to do that. Now, I'll do whatever I can to help you, but I ain't getting up there lying for you. Just my personal opinion. Now, Holly's grandmother better think long and hard before she get up there and say that, because they have a way of tracing stuff. If you said that ROMEEKA called you personally and threatened you, they can track that. So her grandmother better think long and hard before she get up there and say that. And Holly shouldn't want her grandmother to get up there and lie if that's not true, because her grandmother can go to jail for perjury. And then they'd be having to get another lawyer for the damn grandma. Just saying. You said I deleted my last comment because I didn't mention Carlos' name. And yes, I think he should be locked. He should be locked up too. I believe they are gathering more information on Carlos. I think he's just as responsible. Yes, Carlos should be going to jail too. While he out here trying about he getting his son, you wouldn't be getting shit. You the reason that my daughter, no, you ain't getting nobody. I will fight to tooth and nails to make sure that he don't get his son, because you the reason that she not here. So and ROMEEKA mother is doing a good job of fighting for her daughter. She's doing an excellent job of fighting for her daughter. She's doing an excellent job of fighting for her. She's doing an excellent job with fighting for her daughter. I really like that. She is really, really fighting for her daughter. And her sister them. They ain't playing. Y'all seen that her brother them jumped on Carlos out there at the after court. Her brother gave him a 1-2. So her brother and them they out there fighting for her, I can tell you that. Carlos had a swole lip in the motherfucking pumpkin head. Her brother gave him a fucking 1-2. So they doing an excellent job, that I think, fighting for their sister and her mother. I think they're doing an excellent job doing that. Because Carlo, he thinks because he lifts weights that he can't be touched. I bet you ROMEEKA brother showed him something different. Yeah, I think he went in. They took both of them to jail, but they took both of them to jail. But Carlos got the brunt of it. That motherfucker had a pumpkin head. They said ROMEEKA brother was out there kicking his ass. He got a well-whooped ass. Because they said ROMEEKA brother was out there throwing down. And then them damn sisters ain't short-stopping. And you know that's their baby sister. They said the goddamn brothers was out there throwing down, and her motherfucking sisters ain't shortstopping. That was their baby sister. So Carlos got fucked up out there. Yeah, she had no right to take their life, you know. Good night, Kenneth Martin. You have a blessed day too. Now, guys, one thing I don't like is that Holly family them can take Holly baby to go see Holly, right? And if the neighborhood or Chicago want to do something nice for ROMEEKA's son to kind of cheer him up during the holidays and stuff like that, that should be no problem. But why does Holly and T have to come out saying people are being biased towards Holly's son? Holly took another woman's life, her son's mother's life. So why would somebody do anything? Y'all can take her up there to see. You could take him up there to see his mother. Y'all can buy him gifts. So why would the neighborhood come together for something like that when she is the alleged unaliver? That makes no sense to me. You are the alleged unaliver. Why would somebody come together? Now I know your child ain't got nothing to do with that, and I'm not saying that. I know that your child has nothing to do with it, but why would somebody do that when, you know, y'all family got money? Why don't y'all buy something? Okay, let me see. Guys, this was all over a man. That if Holly, well, I believe Holly is going to jail. I believe Holly's going to prison. Because the reason I believe that is because they tell you, even if you are concealed carry, if you have a way to get away from trouble, you get away. Holly went back to her car and retrieved her weapon when she could have left. She could have called 911. She could have left. Number two, you went up there looking for trouble. You went up there to that school where her son goes. So that's number two. Your son don't go there. Your son your son is not able to go to school yet. He's not old enough. That's number two right there. Number three is that you filed a false restraining order on somebody that was not stalking you and that was not doing none of you, and the restraining order was not even in effect. They have, even though Holly, you going back trying to scrub your Instagram and all this and that, baby, do you know they have some people that can go in there and pull all that shit? And do you see all the shit that's going around this internet? You don't think that they got that shit? Just say it. They got all the shit that you were the one taunting ROMEEKA. ROMEEKA, they don't have nothing of ROMEEKA taunting you. They got everything of you taunting ROMEEKA. They have nothing that ROMEEKA is taunting Holly. It's the other way around. Let's go into this here. Let's go to this one, guys. People are talking about her. There's nothing of ROMEEKA taunting Holly. It's Holly. Holly is jealous of CLARESSA. ROMEEKA, because she knows that Carlos is in love with her. Let me go here. Wait a minute. Let me go here.
Or going to just let her and Carlos go off and live this peaceful, happy life after what both of them just did just 3 months ago. Like, this post pisses me off so bad, y'all, because the audacity of this woman to think that she could just live her life how she see fit and then tell other people they need to mind their business and they need to leave them alone and find something else to talk about. When y'all sit up here and took a life, y'all took ROMEEKA Meek's life away from her. Y'all took her away from her son. Y'all took her son's mother away from him. Like, what is it that y'all don't understand? That is crazy to me. How people think that they can go out and take a life and think that their life is just supposed to go back to where it was and they just supposed to walk around happy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Baby, you might as well call us cousins, because baby, when I tell you the way these people finna stay in y'all business,
right?
These people are not gonna let up. We are not gonna take our foot off y'all neck until both of y'all, not just her, but both of y'all are locked the hell up for the rest of y'all life for what y'all did to ROMEEKA Meeks.
And Carlos,
and you know what? A lot of y'all can say what y'all want
because y'all
when it comes to this story, because I truly believe the reason why Holly took a restraining order out on ROMEEKA Meeks just a year prior to her unaliving her was just because she knew that day was going to come that she was going to have to face ROMEEKA Meeks.
Right.
Now, according to ROMEEKA Meeks' mama, Holly and ROMEEKA Meeks had never even met up with each other. They never had any encounters with each other face to face. All their reactions or, confrontations that they had in the past was over social media, inboxing each other back and forth, talking on the phone, arguing with each other back and forth. It was never in person. So I don't understand, and help me if I'm wrong. I don't understand how is it that the city of Chicago can allow someone to take out a restraining order against someone else if they never even physically met this person in real life.
That's guys.
So you mean to tell me that people could just take out restraining orders on people that they don't like just because they don't like them? So I
said that, guys. I don't know how Chicago law works here. How can you take out a restraining order on somebody you never met or never seen just because on social media you go there and tell the police that somebody threatened you, this and that? Well, you never seen this person. How do you let a person get a restraining order for this? I have never seen this before in my life, ever. I have never seen that before. So this is, we should be questioning Chicago, Illinois about their restraining orders here. How you gonna get a restraining order by word of mouth? You haven't even given the other person an opportunity to tell their side of the story, but you give her a restraining order. Off of he say, she say. What about the other person? How you know that's true? What proof did she have that ROMEEKA was threatening her? I want to know that myself. What proof did she have? I don't think she had no proof. Now, guys, I live about an hour and a half away from Chicago. Chicago is fucked up. I'm just going to be honest with you. They fucked up. They got Brandon over there as the mayor. He fucked up in the head. They got the other governor over there. He fucked up too. So, yeah, I can see how this can kind of go through there. But I don't think this is right at all. Just my personal opinion.
I truly believe that this was all a scam set up by Holly, that she thought that this protective order was going to work in her favor.
Right.
If she put out a protection order on ROMEEKA Meeks, and knowing that day that they were going to have to meet because both of them have a child by the same man. So it was going to happen that y'all was going to be face to face one day. And you use that order of protection to your defense, thinking that was going to protect you once you unalive this woman.
Right.
But guess what, baby? They filed charges on your ass. Now you facing first degree M. So that protection order that you thought you had there set in place to protect you is not there to protect you, honey. So I don't know if you and Carlos didn't think this plan all the way through, because obviously y'all didn't.
Right.
ROMEEKA Meeks didn't come to you. y'all went to ROMEEKA Meeks.
Correct.
Y'all knew that that girl was going to be at that school at that time to drop off her son. And when y'all waited to watch her drive off from that school, and y'all both ambushed her.
Yep.
Because ain't no way in hell, if you felt like your life was in danger, that you would confront someone, put your hands on somebody physically. Now, I don't know if ROMEEKA Meeks was getting the best of Holly, but then you felt the need to go to your car and pull a weapon and fire 3 times and unalive this girl, a weapon that was already loaded, that was in the same vehicle that your 5-month-old baby was in. Like, this shit just don't make sense to me. And I pray that all of this comes out in court, and I pray that ROMEEKA Meeks' family lawyer would see all of this evidence, and they would put all this in play, and they would put that girl away for the rest of her life for what she did, because what she did was so uncalled for.
Right.
I understand that women fight all the time and they argue all the time behind their baby daddies and behind these men, but to take it that far to unalive somebody,
no.
And she knew what her motive was. Holly know what her motive was of unaliving ROMEEKA Meeks that day. She know. We may never know the real reason behind why she unalived ROMEEKA Meeks. A lot of people saying that, oh, because she knew that Carlos was still in love with ROMEEKA Meeks. We don't know that to be true, but I promise you, that girl Holly know exactly why she unalived ROMEEKA Meeks that day, because she did not hesitate to take that girl's life. And for that, her ass need to sit behind bars for the rest of her damn life.
Right.
Now, y'all leave it down in the comment section on what y'all think about that. But baby, when I tell you this done pissed me off all over again, child, let me get in here and get to work. We're going to talk about this later. All right, bye. Baby, you know.
So, guys, what do y'all think is a reason why she unalived Holly? I'm telling y'all, I think the reason why was because she knew Carlos was in love, still in love with ROMEEKA, for number one. And I think Carlos, for number two, wanted her to get alive because he was DL and he did not want ROMEEKA to tell nobody. And the man that he was allegedly sleeping with also came on this fucking TikTok and said that he used to have Carlos bent over. Just saying. Hello, who said that? Hello, hello, hello. You said Holly is really sick. I think something wrong with her. Okay, you said you made it. You made it. You said I made it my business to ignore anything that the auntie has to say on purpose. Yeah, girl, the auntie out here thinking that her niece didn't do nothing. You said she can get a restraining or protection order based on verbal threats alone if the threats are considered credible. You said a reasonable person will feel afraid. Okay. And specific or serious, etc. Threats of violence, death, harm, stalking, or intimidation. You do not need physical contact in many cases. Okay. But I just don't think it's right that you don't get to hear the other person's side of the story who you said that's threatening you. What if the person is lying? That's all I'm saying. What if the person is lying? Because people do lie. That's all I'm saying. What if they're lying? What if ROMEEKA Meeks never threatened anybody? Because we know Holly is a known liar. But what I see, she's a liar. Just saying. So now I'm not saying that, you know, I just think that if you're going to get a restraining order on somebody, the person needs to be able to, you know, tell their truth. You know what I'm saying? In case, you know, the other person is lying. Now, we have no evidence that ROMEEKA threatened this young lady. Okay. We have no evidence that this happened. We just going off what Holly is saying, that this happened. We're just going off what Holly is saying. We don't have no proof that this happened. That ROMEEKA threatened this young lady. We're just going off what she said. We have no proof that this happened. Not saying it didn't happen, but we have no proof that it happened. That's the only thing I'm saying. We have no proof that this happened. They going off what Holly is saying. And Holly, from what I see, is a known liar. She's a known liar. That's all I'm saying. From the information that we've been getting about her, she's a known liar. So I don't believe nothing she said. Now that's just my personal opinion. I don't believe nothing that Holly says because she's a known liar. She looks like she'll do anything for Carlos. She'll do anything, say anything for him. And that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But from what I see, Holly will do anything for Carlos. Let me know in the chat what y'all think, guys. Let me know in the chat what y'all think. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me know what y'all think. Because all the things that she just said on Facebook and Instagram will be in court with her. So she can't lie about that. Everything that she said and did, that she put on this internet is going to be in court with her. So she cannot lie and say she didn't say or do anything, or she didn't say, or you know, the stuff that she's put on this internet here. So that's all going to be brought up in court with her. What are y'all saying? You said the person has the right to rebut. You said the person has the right to. You said the person has the right to rebut the restraining order. If Holly were lying, ROMEEKA allegedly was never served. Right, she was never served. Who is this trying to come up here? Not today. Nope, you're not coming up here. I don't know who you are, so you're not coming up here. Well, they are allowed to talk, so no telling what is going on. What is going on, plotting and scamming. I think she is going to get off. You think she's going to get off, my sweet? Wait a minute. You think Holly is going to get off? No, I don't think she's going to get off. Just my personal opinion. One, even if you had a restraining order, you cannot go to where that person's at and then holler about you feel threatened. You had no business going to where that person was at. That's number one. You went to that school where ROMEEKA was at with her child. Now to some aspects of technology. New to some aspects of technology, sorry. Okay, no problem. My whole thing is this right here. Even if you do get a restraining order on somebody, you cannot go where they are at and then holler about self-defense. You went to that school. You don't have a child to go there. So how's her attorneys going to explain her going to that school? How can you explain that? Because let Carlos tell it, he dropped you off to your car. So if Carlos dropped you off to your car, you supposed to have been going home. How did you end up at the school with ROMEEKA and Carlos? But remember, you scared, right? You said they are messing with the evidence too much. That's why I said that. Okay. Didn't Holly stay in Wisconsin and ROMEEKA in Illinois? Wisconsin and Illinois concealed carry laws are different. Right. I live in Wisconsin. The laws are totally different. The laws are totally different here. The laws are way different here than in Chicago. The laws are different here. Hey, Toffee Mocha, you up? Yes, we up, honey. You know I be up. You said you pray that she get what's my sweet? You want her to get D-rolled? Oh wow, my sweet. You said you are in Cali? Okay. But I don't think Holly's going to get off. And the reasons that I gave you, that's why I don't think she's going to get off. I don't think she's getting off. You said she just may need to play crazy? Well, yeah, you can do that. They'll put you in a mental institution. You can do that. You can do that, guys. You can do that. But what I'm saying is that if they gave Holly a plea deal, she should have took it. Because when you do jury trials, they don't go good because you done wasted the taxpayer dime. They don't like that. When you could have just took the plea. You said yes, her son doesn't deserve this. I don't know what's wrong with the auntie, y'all. I don't know why the auntie is hating on Carlos' son. Guys, let's get the likes up. We got 81 likes. Let's get the likes up, please, and thank you. ROMEEKA's son is never going to be able to see her again. So what's wrong with giving him a nice Christmas? Her family could go and buy Holly's son stuff. So I don't understand it. But you know what? The people that's been in jail her cellmate said that Holly don't look worried or anything about being in jail. They said they're happy talking and everything. She don't look worried at all. So she's not really upset about being in jail. Allegedly. Allegedly, Holly don't care about being in jail, guys. They said she's not. You know how some people will be upset and talking stuff. They said Holly don't care nothing about being in jail. Now that's what people that's been in jail with her, a woman that bumped with her said that Holly don't look worried or anything. She said Holly having a good time in here. She said Holly's having a great time in here. That's what the lady came out and said, that Holly is having a good time in jail. She don't, you know, she's not upset about being in there or anything. She's not worried or anything. Allegedly. That's what the lady came out and said that was in there. She said she was Holly's bunkmate. And she said Holly is not upset about being in jail. She's no ways tired. Allegedly. That's what they say. Now, that's what the people are coming back saying. That Holly is not, you know, she don't feel no ways about being in jail. She's not upset or anything. You said that they said that the dummy don't eat nor do prenatal vitamins. So she's not taking any prenatal vitamins, or she's not eating. So maybe she's trying to starve herself to make them let her out, allegedly. So she's not getting any prenatal care while she's in jail, allegedly. That's what the streets are saying. That she's not doing any prenatal care. Now, if she don't want to do no prenatal care, that's not the jail fault that she don't want to do it. Because if they can offer her vitamin, you know, prenatal vitamins and stuff, if she don't take it, it's not on the jail. If she don't want to take it. And I will say that it's not on the jail. But guys, we're going to see what's going to happen to them January the 7th. So she won't get to wear them matching outfits. Well, she didn't get to wear the matching outfits for Christmas, and with her, Carlos, and her baby, and then the baby in her stomach. And then also she's not going to get to wear any matching anything for New Year's, because she's going to be in there to January 7th till they go to court. So she's not going to have a matching any damn thing. So let me see here. So they got this on the Crime Stoppers thing here in Chicago. Let's take a look at that as well. So we're going to take a look at this right here. One second. Let me get this going here. Now, this is Cordacia, well, Holly's attorney here, one of them. But they trying to fire one of them.
I'm going to tell you guys what I'm thinking. I don't think that she's going to go to trial, all right? And I'm going to tell you why. I think the best bet for Holly is to take an AFRIC plea. Now, if some of y'all are familiar with an AFRIC plea, it's sort of like you're saying, well, you're not saying you're guilty, but what you're saying is the state has enough evidence to convict you, okay? That's what the AFRIC plea is saying. So the AFRIC plea is saying that the state has enough evidence to convict me, but I'm not going to say I'm guilty, right? And that's the difference between the AFRIC plea and a guilty plea. She will not be taking accountability. She knows that she killed ROMEEKA, but she's saying that she killed her in self-defense, and that's not going to go. We look at the facts of the case and we look at the law. That's what's going to determine whether or not Holly is found guilty or not guilty. But I'm going to tell you guys what I'm thinking. I don't think that she's going to go to trial, all right? And I'm going to tell you why. I think the best bet for Holly is to take an AFER plea. Now, if some of y'all are familiar with an AFER plea, it's sort of like you're saying, well, you're not saying you're guilty, but what you're saying is the state has enough evidence to convict you, okay? That's what the AFER plea is saying. So the AFER plea is saying that the state has enough evidence to convict me, but I'm not going to say I'm guilty, right? And that's the difference between the AFER plea and a guilty plea. She would not be taking accountability. She knows that she killed ROMEEKA, but she's saying that she killed her in self-defense, and that's not going to go. We look at the fact.
That's the first time I ever heard anything called an AFER plea. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of an AFER plea. Okay, I've never heard of that. Yes, I heard that Los told her he didn't want the baby. He trying to say that the baby that Holly is pregnant with now is not his baby. He's trying to say that he hasn't had sex with Holly since ROMEEKA passed. That's what he said. So y'all think she's trying to harm the baby because Carlos said he don't want the baby? Oh wow. The delusion. The delulu here. I have never heard of that before. You said you heard of that there in Georgia, my sweet? I've never heard of the AFER plea. I've never heard of that ever. Okay, guys, we've been on here for 3 hours and 14 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of my tea drops and my tea sippers, and also my new people who came over to watch the live. If you didn't hit the like button when you came in, please hit it on your way out. Also, make sure that you subscribe to Drop the Tea 2.0 as well, and also Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, and make sure you guys have your notifications on because I will be coming on early. I will be coming on 2 or 3 times a day now. So make sure you have your notifications on. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, good night, good night, everyone.